Hello you lovely lot and welcome to a new video. My name is Katie and we are gonna unbox and create with Scrollbox 97, also known as the September 2023 edition. Let's kick this off straight away by talking about the print we have this month. It is by Brianna Smith and I really like it. I always like the prints we get in Scrollbox and it is going upon the wall with all of the others. Let's not forget as well, we get a little sticker which has got part of the print on there, and that goes where all the other stickers go, which is on the back of a massive art folder I've got too. But let's check out what we're really here for, shall we? So it is a paint marker kind of box, and I'm really happy to be able to try the Frisk acrylic markers too. So if you are a bit of a regular here, and I know I haven't uploaded so much just lately, but my last video featured Frisk's alcohol markers, which I was really happy with and I enjoyed working with, and I'm really chuffed to be able to try some of the other Frisk products, and hey, it's another opportunity, right? I'll be honest with you, there didn't seem like there was much ink in these pens. I don't know if that's like a factory problem or that's just something going on at Frisk, so I was a little disappointed by the amount of ink in there. However, the quality of the ink is really good. We have a selection of 12 delightful, delicious colours to go with. We have a yellow, orange, pink, red, purple, blue, green, brown, black, white, and a lovely metallic gold and silver. The nibs on these pens are a little bit tougher than what you would expect with a Posca pen. I tend to find they have a little bit more of a spongy tip, so these are a little bit grittier to work with. However, the ink that comes out of them is nice and consistent and lovely and opaque, so I'm pretty happy with that. We also have a fine liner pen. It's a uni pen in size 0.9, a Derwent sketching pencil in 2B, and of course the surface we have to work on is a 250 GSM A5 Bristol board pack. Of course, we also get the scrawlrbox, but I seem to have done the voiceover bit all in the wrong order. But every month with these boxes, we get some information on the materials, the featured artist, and of course, the lovely winners for the Scrawler Challenge. So well done if you were featured in there. And additionally, we also get a prompt, and that is to inspire and encourage us to use our art materials. I guess we can use them however we want though, but I always like to give it a try. This month's Scroller Challenge prompt is claws and paws, and you know what, I figured it had been a while since I'd done a dragon, and you could say they've kind of got claws and paws. I am a bit of an Anne McCaffrey fan, or I was quite a long time ago, and she used to refer to the feet, hands, whatever, the little clawy bits as paws, and they are also claws, so, you know, I'm totally justifying it that way. So the reason I'm a little late posting this up, and this is what I actually kind of want to moan about really, I could moan about the not so much ink in the pens, but we are where we are with that for now. But I'd ordered this box, obviously every month it comes, and it doesn't quite get through my letterbox just due to the stupid letterbox that I've got, which is fine, I'm usually in most of the time it's going to be delivered or somebody's in. However, on the day it was due to arrive, I was not in, and I didn't get the lovely red slip you get from Royal Mail to say, you know what, we've left a parcel either with a neighbour or in a safe space. So I just figured, okay, I'm probably a little late on the post rotor, that's fine, it'll turn up when it turns up. I think it arrived on the Friday. I didn't find it until the Tuesday. They left no red slip, it had been raining all weekend, and it was not in a very safe space. Most of the stuff in there was pretty wet and I've had to let things dry out a bit, so although the pens and the mark making materials are fine, I think the sizing might have just been affected on the Bristol paper, so it was a little bit more bittier than usual when using a paint marker on there, so I can't massively comment about the paper. Although it was fine for this project, I still had to wait for it to dry, and you can just tell that I'm a little bit annoyed by the post. Just put the red slip through the letterbox so I know it's there, because I'm not going to get any notifications saying it's been delivered. I have to keep checking the tracking, and you know, I'm not going to keep doing that either. Just leave the red letter through there, please. Anyway, little whinge over. Oh yeah, we had a fruit salad, but I couldn't eat that candy because that had gone pretty minging as well. So, you know, and yeah, I'm a bit salty about this. Anyway, rant over. Let's talk about the picture, shall we? So yes, I thought a dragon would be a great subject to do this. Like I say, it's been a while since I've done one. I filled the background in using the black pen, and most of the time I do tend to give large areas like that 2 coats. The pen coped absolutely fine with it, and there is still some juice left in the pen, so I haven't completely run out just yet. I absolutely love the purple that came in the box. I mean, purple is like one of the best colours, so of course it was going to be a purple dragon, and I thought adding it over the top of a very obnoxious pink cloud would just be chef's kiss perfect. Naturally, not wanting to leave this dragon a flat textured beast, I thought I would add some scale details on there, and being able to dot with these pens was just lovely. Again, the ink that came out of them, or the acrylic paint that came out, was lovely and consistent, and it was nice and opaque. I didn't feel like I needed to go over all those dots again. Everything kind of just stood out just how I wanted it to, and that was fine. I do tend to find as well, especially with Poscas and other brands, when I do the dotting, sometimes that can trigger the ink release system in there. I didn't have any issues with that. There was no ink spilled all over the page or anything, so they were good for that. I obviously introduced a few other colours in there because I didn't want it to just completely be lost with blues and purples, and I wanted to just play about and see how these other colours worked. So for the design of the dragon, again, I've already got into why I chose the colours. I mean, that purple is just delicious, but I also really wanted to emphasise the paws on this dragon, so I've given our friend here some little toe beans like you'd get on a cat, and for the actual claws themselves I thought it would be a nice opportunity to crack open that silver pen, which you'll see me add at some point in this video. I thought I'd add a little bit of red on here as well. Again, I was probably trying to go for some sort of holographic look just by having other colours reflected on there, so I do add a few here and there. For an opportunity to use the yellow and the orange in there, I thought, well, that can be for the horns and the flash details across its mane and along its back and tail. And yeah, you know, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily usually put those colours together, but you know what, I'd got an opportunity to use them, so why not? I think the only little regret I had with the colour decisions on this, I would say, is for the dragon's belly. I did actually end up using the same pink as the background. I do feel like it might have just got a little lost in there, even though you will see me trying to desperately recover it back. But again though, I don't think it looks terrible at the same time either. I was quite impressed by how opaque that yellow is. Again, it's one of those colours that you might need to do a couple of layers with. However, there's an area of spine detail on that dragon where I didn't pencil it in beforehand, and I felt like it needed to be added on there. I just went in there freehand, and yeah, it was good. It was a nice level of opacity. Obviously, I was going to add the orange over the top, and yeah, it worked out absolutely fine. The white pen is slightly lighter than the Bristol board, which I'm quite glad about because that actually does show up quite well. Unfortunately though, when I was swatching them out, I did get a little bit of the black ink on there because I was too impatient to wait for the black ink swatch to dry, so it did contaminate it ever so slightly, but no, it's not a big deal. The white was also really good to add some highlights in, and once that had been completed, it was just a case of adding a nice outline using that Unipin pen, which was darker than the black paint pen. God, I feel like I'm really waffling here, but it really did a nice job of making everything pop out, stand out, and just add in some of those little bits of definition I wanted to add in there. Now, I should have an upcrate video coming out soon. I'm going to be really honest with you though, that's going to be my last upcrate box. I've just not really been feeling it very much for the past year, and I think the last box we've received, or the September box, it's kind of been a little bit of closure for me on it. I'm at least going to take a break from it I'm not really enjoying the new format, and I'm quite happy with what I'm getting with Scrollbox for the time being. I've also got tons of supplies as well, and I just don't need more repeat boxes from Upcrate, but I'll address all of that in the Upcrate video. And yes, I still do have that appalling July box to show you, but again, I'm just not really sure how I'm going to go about doing the voiceover on that without sounding too ranty. But with that being said, let's appreciate the finishing touches I'm adding to this piece here. I thought let's just add a few white highlights for some of those extra shiny scales, and again, the white pen did the job. I really hope you enjoyed what I created with this and the unboxing and everything. Frisk, if you are watching this, I do like the pens, they just need a little bit more juice in there for next time. Anyway, I would like to say thank you as always for watching. There should be some more things on screen I think you'll enjoy. But in the meantime, I do hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. And I'll see you lovely lot soon. Bye!